1 in 4 children here in Toronto are dealing with food insecurities. And across Canada, 1 in 7 families are dealing with that. So we are trying to just basically initialize programs where we can say it's community-based and we need to make a difference with the $31 billion worth of food that's annually going to waste that's still edible. 40% of the food that's being manufactured here in Canada it doesn't even hit the market. It's being destroyed. But between 35% of that is actually from our own homes too. So we have to really be more of a conscious effort of what we're purchasing, how we're purchasing, and how we're utilizing it. So my tip is to shop on the outside when you walk into a grocery store, because everything is fresh. Get what you need for the next couple of days. Don't overbuy. We work really hard, and at the end of the week we go grocery shopping and we fill up that beautiful fridge, and by Monday and Tuesday comes along, everything starts to wilt. You still have that 30 to 40% of stuff that's still in there. You look at it, it's wilting. What do? You throw it away. Well, my theory, and many others that we follow, is chop it up. Chop it up, put it in a blender, put it in a crock pot, or just put it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it. Because you know what? Frozen is the next fresh.
I think we're too used to seeing perfect grocery stores and perfect aisles, but I guess sometimes the best flavors come from something that's maybe not looking as perfect as possible.
Have you ever seen an avocado? People look at it, it's green, it's hard. Why would I ever buy that in a grocery store? So the grocers will leave that until it gets brown because that's desirable. But to the other consumer, they'll look at it and say, oh my God, it's brown, I don't want it. So there's this in between, what is good, what's not good. Well, if something's bruised, it has better flavor. I'm sure. But a tomato that's soft is a lot juicier than something that's hard and still fell off the vine. A lot of products that come through to Canada, and if they're not in season, are shipped unripe, and by the time they get here are ripe. You figure that one out. So what I'm trying to introduce is basically utilize the blemished, bruised fruits and ugly fruits and vegetables and give it back to yourself. Just cut away something that doesn't look good. Plus, you probably get it discounted, if not free. And that's my theory, right? If it's going to be thrown away, let's just give it away.
So then, if you can maybe give me 2 or 3 vegetables or fruits that don't need to look perfect in order to taste right, which ones would they be?
First is a cucumber. We chop off what part of the cucumber we need, and usually by the second, third day, it starts to shrivel up at the end. You look at that, automatically you're thinking this, we have to throw it away. You just keep on cutting it away. Whatever you don't need, cut away and throw it away type deal, but don't let it get to that point. Also, eggplants. Eggplants seem to be a really big thing when people don't use it all and they cut it up, it starts to turn brown after they've cut it or if they've left it exposed. A little lemon juice, salt, never hurt it, but brown means nothing, it's just oxidized, it's still good. And the third, any fruit that's soft, right? If it's soft, and if you feel that it's too mushy, like a peach or a plum or something like that, take the pit out and cook it. Right? Just break it down, add some salt, make it savory, add some salt, add some heat, add some cilantro, some chili pepper, anything you want, it'll be delicious.
How would you go about freezing something and avoiding the waste?
Freezing, like I said, is the next fresh. So chop it as fine as possible. The finer it is, the flavors will be more refined when you cook it down. There's a lot of, when you freeze things, the water's pulled out of it, the moisture's pulled out of it. So it's you want to chop it all up and utilize it soon, up to 3 months. So anytime before that. But the greatest thing is you can put everything in one bag together. You can put it into a soup stock, you can put it into a stew, or you can actually blend it. Especially avocados.
Avocados?
Now, avocados are that's the new butter. Blending that up and putting that on toast, it's delicious.
Thanks a lot, Jagger.
Hey.
Thanks.
Cheers.